Hello,
Hello.
Jagjot.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Mhm. Tell
Very
me.
fine. Um, and very happy to have contact with you. I've been following you for quite a few months. Very glad at last to have the opportunity to talk with you. Um, I in Originally I didn't have a question, but something has arisen that yes, that has caused doubt in me. Um, I've been practicing for many, many years, originally with Krishnamurti in 70s, 80s, when he was still alive. And since then, found a lot of certainty, or whatever one calls it. But occasionally, I'm knocked sideways. Um, I'm knocked off my perch, so to speak, and makes me realize that this is an ongoing process. As you say, the bubbling up of old conditioning continues. So the recent one is the recent doubt that's come quite dominant is that many of the great masters, many of the teachers, they talk about shining, that when one is in contact with our unmanifested, with consciousness, there is a shining and there's a holiness and these words. And then I realized that the pictures that we see always have sort of the saints. They have the halo and the light coming out. Now, when I'm meditating, when I feel close to who I am, I don't feel that. There are no attributes at all. Um, there's there's just consciousness, and I suddenly sort of found that my certainty has sort of thought, well, I don't feel any shining. I don't see light emanating. And therefore, of course, I ask the question, what's wrong with me? Or what is the problem here, etc. And then I go back to, yes, like you say, questioning. Who is it that's seeing this? Who is seeing the doubt? What is the problem? It's just doubt. But I thought I would take this opportunity and ask you, what is this business of the shining?
You know what, Lisa? I've heard it for the first time myself.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Well, I have
Um,
seen the pictures of the halo, and I can just give you my own interpretation of it.
mm,
My interpretation of the halo is the expanded mind, the open mind, the mind which is allowing everything, the mind which is allowing skepticism, doubt, but it is not constricting itself because it has realized its own nature as the expansiveness. That is my interpretation of it. Other than that, people who have painted that are probably wonderful artists who there was, I don't think there was any other way to depict an expanded mind other than the shining or the halo or, whatever you want to call it. It is not that the doubt does not arise in the sage's mind. It is not so perfect. The system human mechanism does not allow for that. The doubt will arise sometimes. The only thing is, a sage is, when I say sage, it is only a concept. It does not mean that there is a sage really out there. Wait, let me get back to my thought. All right, yeah. So the concept is in the moment, things will arise. That is the nature of life. So doubt, skepticism, even other emotions like anger, resentment, jealousy, all of it can arise in the moment. The only difference is it does not contribute to the personal story. So it does not become thinking in horizontal time for the sage. That is why sage enjoys life. Enjoys wealth. Sage enjoys poverty. The true meaning of the word fakir, which is very used, is misunderstood by most people. Fakir enjoys everything. Fakir enjoys his wealth, he enjoys his poverty. Fakir does not say no, you know, because Fakir is not there with fixed ideas about life. That is how sage is. And I think that is what the expandedness of the mind means. That means there is room for doubts to arise. But it is seen that it is just a doubt that is arising and it will go after some time. It comes, it goes. So, as Ramana Maharishi said, what comes and goes is not real. So, don't waste your
Yeah.
time thinking about it, dwelling on it. And, the only pointer that they would give us is just come back here now, come back here. That's it. Nothing else needs to be done. So, that is it.
Well, thank you. I realize that in a way, all questions are totally irrelevant. Um, but may I just ask you as well, the word luminous, the word love, these these are feelings or they are, I don't know, an expression. They come and they go. But in your experience, when, for example, you're meditating, do you feel that luminosity?
Yes. Uh, the luminosity is easily experienced in the practice of meditation because we condition the mind in those few moments to be quiet. But here's the
Yes.
thing, when you're out of the meditation, again things come back. Okay? Then we think that we have lost that luminosity, but we never lose it. It is because of that luminosity, that all of this perception is being made possible. Now, it is our conditioning where we differentiate, this is good, this is bad, this is the way it should be, this is the way it should not be. Good emotion, troubling emotion, good sensation, troubling sensation. We bundle it and then we name it depression, anxiety, or something, something. But overall, the idea is that all of this perception, this life is being made possible through that luminosity that never leaves us. Yes, in meditation, it is easy to tap into it. And as a practice, it is a beautiful practice, meditation. But the true meditation is in knowing that love or luminosity while we are engaging with the world. When we do not lose the sight of that, let's call it presence or luminosity, even when, let's say, I'm talking to you or having any interaction with any other person, that is when we experience deep peace. Peace that there is a realization of that deep peace is not lost. Is it a constant thing? No.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
There's just something that I'm trying to get hold of as well, and that is that in meditation, um, there isn't that luminosity. Um, it is more a feeling of expansion and peace. But luminosity, that it's that word, it means light. Um, and I, I have no relationship to it when I meditate. So that's why I was asking you, what is that luminosity? I'm
That
sorry
lu
to be persistent.
Yes, of course. So, I will conclude by saying that that luminosity is never lost. It cannot be lost because that luminosity makes the perception of the quietness, the silence, the feeling, the sensation possible, the sensation of stillness is being brought about by that luminosity. We can call it love also. We can call it luminosity also. And that is where
Right.
the masters are pointing to. It is
Yeah,
not a state, it is not a feeling. It is what makes the perception of the feeling or state possible. And
right.
it is something very simple, very ordinary. It is this
Yeah,
isness, this amness. So it retains even when the mind is chaotic. In that chaos, it can be felt too.
yes.
All right. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.